Dogs may not be able to speak, but they communicate a lot through their behavior. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that they're constantly responding to your mood, hour by hour, day by day, without making a sound or putting any pressure on you. Now, let's take a look at 7 quirky things your dog does every day, some of which you might not have even noticed, but all of them have a purpose. Number 1, yawning along with you. Have you ever noticed that when you yawn, your dog seems to follow suit? This isn't just a random mimicry or coincidence. Studies, such as one published in PLOS One, 2013, have shown that dogs tend to yawn when their owners do. This behavior isn't as common with strangers, which highlights the deep bond between you and your dog. Researchers found that dogs yawn much more when their owners yawned, compared to when a stranger yawned or when the owner pretended to yawn. This phenomenon, known as contagious yawning, is an early sign of empathy. It suggests that dogs, like humans, are emotionally attuned to those they are closely bonded with. If you yawn because you're tired or stressed, your dog's yawn isn't just because it's contagious, it's a reflection of the empathy they feel. This behavior, once studied in humans and other primates, is now observed in domestic dogs as well, further confirming their deep emotional connection with us. Number 2, rolling on their back. When a dog rolls onto its back, it can mean a few different things: play, relaxation, or a calming signal. But when you're feeling stressed or impatient and your dog suddenly lies on its back, exposing its belly, it's more than just playful behavior. This is what behavior expert Turid Rugas calls a calming signal. The dog isn't trying to amuse you, it's trying to reduce the tension in the environment. Exposing the belly is a vulnerable position, often used to show submission or invite play when accompanied by happy body language. However, in a stressful environment, this behavior is typically an attempt to calm things down. It's the dog's way of signaling that everything is okay, easing the emotional atmosphere for both you and them. Number 3, pretending to sniff the ground. Another calming signal observed by Turid Rugas is the act of sniffing the ground for no apparent reason. In stressful situations, such as meeting a new dog or being scolded, a dog may pretend to sniff the floor. This behavior isn't because the dog has detected a scent, but because it's trying to calm the situation and show that it's not being aggressive. Essentially, it's the dog's way of saying, "I'm not a threat. Let's keep things peaceful." When a dog lowers its head and sniffs the ground slowly and repeatedly, even when there's nothing there, Turid Rugas refers to this as sniffing the ground, or more specifically, displacement sniffing. While dogs usually sniff the ground to explore their surroundings, this behavior takes on a different meaning in tense situations. For instance, if your dog encounters a strange dog or person, or if they're called over in a loud voice, they might suddenly begin sniffing the ground with no obvious reason. This is their way of redirecting the situation, easing the tension, and calming themselves down. Sniffing the ground in these cases isn't about the scent, it's about avoiding confrontation and managing their emotions. In animal psychology, this behavior is known as displacement behavior. It occurs when an animal experiences inner conflict, like wanting to approach but also feeling fear. When your dog does this, they're responding to their emotional state, trying to reduce the stress and keep the peace in the environment. Whether it's choosing to sniff the ground instead of approaching another dog, or simply redirecting their focus to calm down, this action helps them manage the emotional tension around them. If you've ever noticed your dog doing this, give the video a like, and let us know in the comments how your dog handles tense situations. Number 4, jumping up when you change your mood. Dogs have an extraordinary ability to sense our emotions, picking up even the smallest changes in our mood. For instance, if you're suddenly excited, like when you're watching a football game and your team wins, your dog will likely jump around with you, barking happily in response. But this isn't just a reaction to your physical movements, it's their way of offering emotional support and reassurance. Dogs connect with us on a deep emotional level, responding to our mood shifts before we even realize them. Number 5. Pretending to scratch or whine to get your attention. There are times when your dog may pretend to scratch at the door or whine, but instead of asking for something specific, they're subtly inviting you to connect. They're not demanding food or playtime. They're offering a quiet, gentle invitation for interaction. This behavior is all about creating a bond. Your dog isn't trying to annoy you, they're simply seeking your attention in a way that's soft and almost apologetic. Perhaps they sense that you're stressed or distracted, and this little act is their way of asking for a moment of your time. I remember one time I was sitting at my desk, completely focused, lost in the headache-inducing task of calculating my business numbers. The room around me was engulfed in silence, but I didn't notice it at all. Then, out of nowhere, my dog came over, nudged my thigh, and bumped into me. At that moment, I snapped back to reality. I suddenly felt lighter, like a wave of calm washed over me. It was as if the whole room had become peaceful, and I couldn't help but realize how I'd been drowning in the chaos of my own mind all this time. It wasn't as if my dog was asking me to take it for a walk. I understood it well enough, but still, I decided to take a break, go for a walk with him, breathe in the fresh air, and when I returned, I felt so much more refreshed and ready to dive back into work. Number 6. Bringing you their favorite toy even when you haven't asked. While it may seem like your dog is simply asking for playtime, there's often a deeper meaning behind this behavior. Offering their favorite toy is not just about seeking attention, it's their way of sharing joy with you. When your dog senses that you're feeling down or disconnected, they might bring you their toy as a gesture of emotional connection. It's more than just a plaything. It's a way for them to express, "I'm here with you." Whether you're having a tough day or just feeling off, your dog intuitively understands your need for comfort. Number 7. They won't sleep until you're settled. Have you ever noticed that your dog won't settle down to sleep until you're comfortable and calm for the night? It's as if they're waiting for you to calm down before they can relax themselves. Dogs have a deep sense of responsibility toward their pack, instinctively making sure the safety and well-being of those they love are secure. This behavior goes beyond simply being near you. It's a reflection of their strong desire to ensure you're okay before they can let their guard down. Canine behavior research shows that dogs are highly responsive to their humans' emotions, often adjusting their actions based on your mood. Your dog won't rest until they sense that you've settled and found comfort, because their own peace of mind is closely tied to yours. None of these behaviors are magical. They're all backed by the science of psychology, behavioral science, and neurophysiology, but when viewed within the context of the bond between you and your dog, they become truly magical, because you are the one they've chosen to walk alongside. If you've enjoyed learning about the science behind your dog's behaviors, be sure to subscribe for more insightful videos. Thank you for watching.